Worst part so far that legal experts have told me, Pete, is finding the papers that were the documents from when he was senator. Because while an old edict by former President Obama might have given cover to Hillary Clinton and potentially this current president when he was VP and took all those papers, the ones he took as senator are more problematic potential than any of them, except for the top secret ones at the Biden Center, that were about Iran and so on and so forth. Those are problematic, too. All right. Texas Senator Ted Cruz says the next step in Biden's classified document mess should be yet another search. Speaking my language.
The University of Delaware has more than 1,850 boxes of records from Joe Biden's Senate tenure. The University of Delaware presumably does not have them in a SCIF. It does not have them in a secure location. I am right now calling for the Department of Justice, for the FBI, to examine all 1,850 boxes.
All right, let's just pause there. And I'll get to what you see on the screen in just a second. I want to go back to Pete. Why are there not feds standing outside the University of Delaware right now where those 1,850 boxes are, 1,850
It should be raided right now. It should be raided right now. I mean, it should be in a more urgent way than anything that happened at Mar-a-Lago, because we knew there was Secret Service detail. They knew they were there. He was the president and could declassify them. If there are 1,850 boxes of documents that, if they're there, presumably other people have access to those boxes, unless they're all in a SCIF, which they're not. That raid should happen tomorrow. And where else? There have to be other places at this point. That's why this is a trickle cascading problem for Joe Biden, because there are more boxes, there will be more documents, all of which are violations, many of which probably do emanate from the Senate and cause people to ask even more questions. Ted Cruz is right.
Real quickly, a new report saying that on top of having lax security, visitors to the Penn Biden Center, where the first batch of docs were found, were allowed to wander around unmonitored during an event that focused on greater engagement with China. Look, we'll just leave that right where it sits and let everybody ruminate on that. Oh, my goodness. So people that we have no idea who's been near that information.
Not to mention Hunter's house that he rented back to Joe. Hunter had a lot of dicey friends. Where did they go? How many of them visited?
We don't necessarily know who was driving the Stingray, which meant he had access to the Corvette and where those documents are found at the Wilmington, Delaware home. We don't know. Their faces were digitalized out, the two women with him. Not our business, perhaps, unless suddenly it's important for us to know. All right, let's get to this. A reminder that Pete is hosting the Miseducation of